Finish Act 3. Say goodbye to miner, worker, and refiner. Where are we? The dorms? One of them's in the dorms. Or not. Medium storage, medium storage. Why are you guys hanging out? Very. Oh, maybe they're all going to the Ark. Makes sense. This work, they're gonna need to hide anyway.
So, it's not goodbye, right? Of course this ain't a goodbye. You know how I know it?
How's that?
'Cause fierce ocelots always stick together. Yeah. So, keep up the good work, comrade. You too, buddy. Take care.
See you on the flippy flop.
Thanks for sticking around, buddy. Of course. So, you think we're gonna make it? I mean, get out of this on our own terms?
Gotta be optimism.
I'm sure we will. Well, well.
Optimistic, I should say.
Unwavering positivity on? Huh. Be careful. It can become a habit. Don't worry. I won't forget about the cynic in me. I hope not. If anything happens, remember to take good care of yourself. You owe it to all of us. And stay positive.
You too, buddy. I don't want to tell.
Right.
I don't want to get into that right now.
You too, buddy.
I maybe should have. Like that might be the kind thing to do to let him know, but
good luck, man. Even if we don't make it, the time I spent in this base is worth more than the whole life I remember. You gave me back my self-confidence. Well, you should know I learned a lot from you too. Yeah, I know. What a jerk you could have become.
we're all kind of jerks.
How much I can really endure, right? We both know that we don't have to be strong. We can be good with what we have and with what we feel. Good words for a new beginning. Yeah. Let's hope we get to see one.
Okay, here we go. Answer the call from Earth. They don't entirely know how this is going to work out. I planted all the bombs, so hopefully it'll give me a chance to not use them. Because I don't want to use them. And kill literally everybody.
Done. How are preparations? Is everything ready?
It's ready.
I'm ready.
Your altars? Are they well hidden?
Can I be sure you'll keep your part of the deal? I know about Patient 313, and many others, probably.
You do.
Is that how you're gonna treat my altars as well? And just erase their data if they happen to die?
No escaping my mistakes, it seems. Yes, I admit, unfortunate things happened. Very unfortunate. And I regret them deeply. I didn't want anyone to suffer, but it happened. I can't turn back the clock. All I can do, all we can do, is make sure this tragedy doesn't go to waste. So close to changing everything for the better. You can't let me down now.
You? What about my altars?
Altars? I know you've grown close, but you need to think rationally. You know you can't give them a normal life on Earth. You'll never be able to do that. What you can do is make their existence really matter. Not just for you personally, but for a much bigger purpose. That's something we can only do together, you and me. Please, just think about it. Don't let emotions get the better of you.
No,
I don't like you, Maxwell.
I can't
Your sketch.
agree with that. They're thinking, feeling individuals, not byproducts we can reutilize.
Is that what you thought when you were creating them? Just something you want to believe so you can feel better about yourself. Down, you know what's the most reasonable thing to do, and safest for you.
For me?
Yes. You are aware that if we don't follow this through as planned, I will have to disclose everything to the corporation?
What? No, why?
Because it would be the truth. About you.
And you.
Using my knowledge against my intentions, taking advantage of my trust to break the law and do something inexplicable for purely selfish reasons. You'd spend a lifetime in jail, be stigmatized by society, and as for your alters, well, like I said, they have no future anyway.
I'm not betraying them.
But they don't have to know. Whatever promises you made to them, remember, Jan, they are merely quantum simulations of your mind, draped in mortal human flesh. Owe them nothing. I advise you to think this through very carefully. One false move, and you can destroy everything you've struggled for. Or you can come back safely and live your life as you want, a free man. All you need to do is simply smuggle your altars on board the ship as you were told to, and nothing else. Don't overthink it. Do the right thing.
Yeah, how can I trust you to not rat me out the second I get there anyway? Like, if you're willing to rat me out like that anyway, so fuck you, bud.
So, this is it. Thanks for saving my life, being a home for me, for us.
This is the Allied Corp Rescue Squadron at your service, sir.
Hello. You made it.
We made it. Hear that, guys? Praising us for getting here on time. You made it, Dolsky. And we couldn't believe the brief when we read it. How are you feeling, big guy?
Running empty.
What can I tell you? I'm running on
It's been rough out here.
No wonder, buddy. It's a miracle you're still alive. Operating that base, getting into the other side of the planet, collecting Repedium, all on your freaking own. Yet we've been having heated debates about how you managed it.
I'll tell you more when we get back, definitely. I got some war stories for you, baby.
A lot of time to talk, right?
Yeah, brace yourself. You better prepare to be the talk of the town. Anyway, you must be beaten.
Yep, I said I was.
Get that pretty ass of yours on the ship while we run a final checkup on that CP unit. All right, boys and girls. Let's go retrieve some Allied Corp assets.
So now what do I do?
Okay, let's get that Repedium loaded first.
On it, sir. Scanning for contamination. Hey, there's something strange about this one. It's heavier. And the bioscanner readings.
Contamination.
I don't know. Organic traces.
Dosky, did you have a cat that climbed into a Rapidium mark or anything?
Cat.
What are you talking about? That's impossible.
Well, we got something in here. Any explanation you can give me?
Let's charisma our way out of this.
Look, I don't know what your scanner is showing you, but I went to a lot of effort to collect that rubidium and pack it up for the journey. You're gonna have to trust me that I did it well.
Yeah. Of course, I'm not suspecting you of a blunder, Mr. Dolsky. Sorry if I came across as rude. Of course, I trust you.
What do we do with the readings, sir? You want me to report them?
We'll do that once we're airborne. Just make sure those containers are sealed tight. You'll get a proper checkup when we land. We gotta clear the place and get out of here. On the double now.
Charisma check succeeded. Now about the gas. Or are we just gonna blow it up?
Alright, we're in. We need to secure the quantum core. You guys take a look around.
Yes, okay. This I was wondering. I want to plant the sleeping gas on the ship.
There's nothing.
That's a lot of personal stuff for one guy. I'm pleased you focus on more important assets than Dolsky's own. We ain't got all day.
Yes, sir. Head out to the research lab and it should be done.
You set up the research lab, huh? What a guy.
See, before I make this decision, for some reason I was thinking I would put the sleeping gas on the base. But it makes sense that we'd be on the ship because the base isn't going anywhere. Do we let Lucas help us? I don't want to get him in trouble. So I'm gonna keep Lucas out of this. He's a good kid. It's nice that he wants to help us, but I don't want to get him in trouble.
Come on.
Quantum core secured.
All good on our side, too.
Come on.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here before we get fried.
Oh, please. Hurry up. Thank you.
That was a close one. Close call. Was that the last thing we needed?
How did I end up here? Is this
Tabula rasa?
path just a random sequence of events? Now I know that there's always another way. I've made my choices. Wherever I go, they will be a part of me.
Here's some yelling in the background. Epilogue. Where are we? Who are we?
Good news on the food front, as another Rapidium food factory has been announced to open next month. This time not by a big corporation, but a small startup aiming at producing low-cost, high-quality products for everyone. It's the first time a company from outside the Big Six has taken Rapidium from research to production. And experts have no doubt that this is only the start of a bigger process.
Having these smaller companies who got their share of Rapidium entering the market is great news.
Pierogi.
Let's remember that those startups have big ambitions. They want to be innovative, think outside the box. And their priority is not to boost their stock prices, but to make their mark in the industry. I'm sure more will follow to create a competitive environment, and in the long run, Rapidium-grown food will become much cheaper and more available to everyone.
Sounds good to me.
More on that subject in our business segment right after the break.
Those AirPods. What's going on here? We stuck? We got Rapidium over here. Got enriched metals, whatever. What is happening? See if I can like, can I find something? Oh. Yeah, I think we might need to redo that ending. So I'm gonna reload the game and I'll come back when I am back to where we were. I'll see you in a little bit. All right, now it's not exactly where we were before, but I got through everything else exactly like I did before.
Good news on
So let's
the
see if
food
it
front,
breaks
as
again.
Another Rapidium food factory has been announced to open next month. This
Can I
time
skip
not
this
by a
at
big
least? Maybe.
corporation, but a small
Maybe I
startup.
skip this, puts me back here.
Hello?
There we go.
Hey, On, it's Sarah. Ready for court? The driver's on his way.
I've been stuck in this apartment for months. I'm excited to go anywhere. Even if it is my own trial.
Right. Just stick to the version we discussed, okay?
That version in which I'm just a clueless builder.
Correct. As expected, Maxwell is trying to pin it all on you.
As
Hijacking the
expected.
ship, conducting those branching experiments without informing him. We have to convince the court that it was exactly the other way around, that he made you do all those things. Are you ready to do that?
Damn right.
Of course. I was just doing as I was told.
Good. We have to use the conflict between him and Ally Corp to our advantage.
And the corporation is still on my side.
They'll never admit that they lost control of your mission.
So the strategy to put the blame on Maxwell...
Is consulted with them, yes.
Sounds like a smart plan.
It's what you hired me for. Keep Ally Corp happy and they will have no interest in complicating your trial. They got Rapidium, and they don't want anyone questioning the methods that were used to get it.
So, if I want to play along...
You need to make Maxwell look like a madman.
Yeah, I mean, he is. But it's not, I mean, yeah, he is mad.
Maybe that's all he ever was.
I don't disagree with that, so.
Okay. So, how did the morning hearings go?
Your mission controller testified, Lucas Pena. And he disclosed some very incriminating facts about Maxwell's experiments from the past. It's gold for us.
That's the spirit, Lucas. Go get him.
I knew I was right to not get him involved.
Looks like the corporation is gonna have a lot on their plate because of that
Nice.
one. But that's not our problem. In fact, it can turn all the attention to Maxwell and possibly even get you acquitted.
Really? It's that good?
It can be. Just play your role of a grateful employee and let the corporation take over the narrative.
Yeah, right. Anything else I should know?
I reached out to your ex-wife. She agreed to testify in your favor and against Maxwell.
Really? That's,
I need all the help I can get.
that's great news.
Yes, being backed by the new head of Rapidium Technologies will definitely score you some points.
Do you think I could talk to her after the trial?
Technically, you could, but I'm afraid she's made it very clear that she'd prefer to stay away from, well, everything that concerns you.
Makes sense.
I see.
Let's practice your testimony.
Yeah, no need to do that. My driver just arrived. I should go now.
The driver can wait. Are you absolutely sure you've got this? Your future depends on it.
I've got this.
I know. Don't worry. I'm ready to face it.
Do you think his driver is going to be one of the alters? Jay sent a message. Testimony. Maybe. Testimony, something, something. Is that the scientist? J2Y? Oh. Well, I don't know. I was like, maybe it was JSD. That, like, Jan S. Dolsky. It didn't look like a D at the end there. The altars. I was wondering if we were gonna find out. I think with Maxwell's help. Do you really get Maxwell's help? We kind of screwed him over. So that's the altars. Yeah, I was saying at the beginning, it was. I was a little worried after playing a little bit. Once it started getting into the survival aspects, those are typically not the kind of games I like, but it did a good job of making it like simple, but also not like it's something that you still have to keep in mind a little bit. I didn't feel like too overwhelmed or too like, oh, I'm so far behind, I'm never gonna be able to do this thing before, the next, like the sun comes and we all die. And then the story, like, everything that everyone said so far, if you've seen people talk about this game, story's great. I really like the way that he interacted with the different alters, and how all the different alters, they had their character progression separate from Jan, which had his own character progression. And then there's also the replayability, because there's 4, I think, if I'm counting correctly, alters that I have not interacted with, really. I don't want to really get into all the details. If you're watching this and you want to play it, or you're playing along and you want to go back and do the other stuff, but obviously we had the shrink, we had the doctor, we had the guard, as far as the normal ones go, and then there's a special one that I saw when I was looking at the achievements. I'm just gonna go probably on my own eventually, get all the achievements, because the save system was actually pretty good, and I went and I think I reserved some of my saves so I could roll back to those previous days and maybe try and get the other stuff. But yeah, as far as what's next, I think I'm gonna do Death Stranding 2 next, which, depending on how things go, you might be seeing before all of this even comes out. I think I'm going to do the same release pattern that I did for this game, where I'll play and finish the whole game before I start putting stuff out, because I feel like that it'll help me not have a bunch of unfinished projects on my channel, which is a problem that I've kind of always had. So once I'm done or very close to the end, I'll start making those videos public. So as of recording this, the first 2 videos are up for the alters, and then I'll start putting Death Stranding 2 up when that goes. So yeah, very good game. I went into it knowing nothing other than people said it was good, and like I said, I didn't even know going into it what type of game it was, other than a sci-fi game. That's all I really knew. And sometimes it's nice just to go into games like that. And this is a nice Yondolski. There's not that many Yons, are there? Let's see. I think I looked over the cast before. I didn't recognize anybody. Mike Chubb. Motion capture actor. They have one person do all the motion capture for everybody? Oh, and I don't think I addressed this, but earlier in the game when Jan and the technician, I think it was, they make pierogies, I criticized the way that he says pierogi. He says pierogi. Well, this is a Polish dev, so they might know how to say pierogi correctly when I am not Polish. I'm not from Poland, and I'm not Polish, so I don't think I addressed that. The way they said it, that's how you say it in Poland, then that's obviously the correct way. The pierogi. So yeah, I'm gonna let these credits roll, and I will see you guys with Death Stranding 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna play it, have you played it, do you enjoy it as well? What paths did you take? What choices did you make? And thanks for hanging out. See ya in the next one. Peace.